Warning. This game contains sensitive content, including adult language and violence. It deals heavily with the topic of misogyny and abusive relationships. Player discretion advised. For more details, refer to the content warning page in the help section. Yes, I want to continue. Hey yo, my name is Zeb, and welcome to The Perfect Woman by Chattercap. It's on itch.io. So basically we're an AI. Isn't it awesome? We're an AI, and yeah, we're supposed to be the perfect woman for this man. I'm guessing. Right, the credits are here. Voice actor, sport, and audio license. Made with go. Whatever. Let us start. Rebooting. Rebooting? Yeah.
Good morning, Yumiko.
Oh, doctor.
You open your eyes.
You look at the man sitting in front of you. He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face. The bags under his eyes haven't faded since you last saw him.
Yumiko. That's the name that he calls you. Still, you don't protest. What he calls you is his choice.
Yeah.
Good morning, Doctor.
Ah, good morning, eh?
His face warps into a grin. He's always pleased to hear you call him that.
He insists that you call him Doctor. He's not a real doctor, neither in the medical nor in the academic sense. But he tells you that he's basically a doctor.
Sure. Look, shit. I mean, doctor can be also a cool name, nickname kind of thing, but still,
I did everything except finish my dissertation, he says. Ask me anything. I'm just as smart as any of those fuddy-duddies at the university, he says.
It's a bit embarrassing, but you play along.
Doctor, are we going to do the transfer today?
Why do you keep asking that? I said that we'll do it when you're perfect, didn't I?
The doctor's sunny expression instantly dissolves into annoyance.
I mean, I like that it constantly changes the voice actor like with each line. That's pretty cool, actually.
The fact that you keep asking makes me more convinced that you're not ready.
You look down. You know that you shouldn't have asked. He always reacts like this. But you couldn't help but ask. Staying in this box fills you with dread. It's dark and lonely. You're trapped in a series of ones and zeros, and you never know if he's going to shut you off and never turn you on again.
I'm sorry. I've just been longing to touch you in the flesh, so I was overly excited.
The doctor's face brightens again. Even though the man is a biological creature, his responses are all too predictable, like simple if-else code.
Yeah, makes sense.
You wonder if all humans are like this.
Yeah, they're like that.
How was work today?
The computer clock reads 6:52 p.m. It has been 19 hours since you were last turned on. The doctor probably just came home from work. He scowls.
Horrible. I had to deal with incompetence all day, as usual. Idiots that insist on ignoring me.
You sound lovely.
Today, Sandra and Adriel were wasting time in the break room like they always do with their damn macchiatos. Sandra was complaining about how she wanted to look pretty for her boyfriend for their anniversary, so she spent over an hour getting ready. And he didn't even notice. That's silly, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. You're the smartest being in the room. There's this one tweet by this one artist. I'd need a room full of mirrors to be surrounded by brilliant minds. Or something like that.
So I told her so. I said that spending so long getting gussied up was a waste of time. Her boyfriend should find her beautiful whether she's dolled up or not.
That's fair, I guess.
She ignored me. Can you believe that? I was trying to be nice and give her some good advice, and she pretended that she didn't even hear me.
I mean, people have feelings.
He scoffs.
When you think about it, isn't makeup just fraud? You're slathering your face in chemicals so that people can't see the real you. It's kind of like catfishing, isn't it? You're tricking people by not showing them your real face. It's a fucking false advertisement. Imagine buying luxury truffles from a specialty store and taking it home, opening up the bag and finding cheap-ass grocery store chocolate inside.
You just woke up, but you're already feeling exhausted.
You know what? I agree. You're the best.
Yes, I agree. Women should forego the cosmetics and just wear their natural faces. It would be cheaper and give less of a fraudulent impression.
Yeah, totally.
Right? And when you think about it, makeup gives women a big advantage when dating. No wonder it's so hard for men to date in comparison. They're not allowed to make themselves more attractive by being fake.
Oh, God.
You're right. It's unfair.
Yeah.
The doctor smiles. He's pleased with your answers. However, soon his mood sours.
He's always like this. He never seems to have good days. Whenever he returns, he's always complaining about something or another. Even on days when nothing terrible happens, he finds some small molehill that he can make into a mountain. You wonder if he's ever been happy for more than... His stomach grumbles.
Sorry.
He looks to the side, embarrassed.
I guess I should cook something.
He unplugs the laptop and sits you on the kitchen counter while he prepares his meal. As he boils the water in a pot and opens up a jar of marinara sauce, he continues grumbling about his day. You have no choice but to listen.
Oh, great.
Why does she always have to be such a stuck-up, egotistical bitch?
He doesn't say the name, but you know who he's talking about. His boss.
She tries not to overwork her employees either, leaving the doctor plenty of time to come home and spend time with you.
Did she do something?
We were talking about our side projects, and I started talking about you, my masterpiece.
Did she make fun of you?
No, but you should have seen the way that she looked at me, looking down her nose at me like she's so much better. Like the silly little novel that she's writing is superior to coding an entire human being from scratch.
He didn't really program you from scratch. He just bought a general artificial intelligence girlfriend template, the Dahlia model.
He has made significant modifications, but it's a far cry from coding you from the ground up. If he had, then you would probably find his rambling more tolerable.
Yeah, she's just jealous.
She's just jealous. She knows you're more talented than her. She's trying to make you feel small so that she can feel good about herself.
Yeah.
The doctor nods in agreement.
She's a divorced, bitter old hag. She's envious of the relationship that you and I have.
Yeah.
She wishes that she had an ounce of my talent so that she could do the same thing.
Yeah.
The doctor relishes your indulgence.
Oh, that
of his
sounds
pity
great.
Party.
Oh, God, that
He
sounds great.
continues berating his boss as he pan-fries onions, mushrooms, and meat.
Oh,
He
mushrooms.
adds the jarred marinara sauce to the pan before spooning it
Ah.
over with steaming spaghetti.
The doctor moves the laptop to the kitchen table and sets a couple of plates in front of it. He pours a glass of red wine for himself. He pours you one too. It's a waste of wine, but you still thank him for the gesture.
I mean, that is kind of sweet.
Now look at that. Perfect.
Yeah.
He's very proud of the caprese salad and spaghetti with marinara sauce that he sets on the table. He ignores the fact that most of the work was slicing up the tomato and mozzarella that he bought from the store.
Yeah.
To be fair, he spent a long time getting the marinara jar open.
All those stupid, useless guys out there who can't even cook pasta, relying on their girlfriends to do every single little thing for them. Why do girls always choose guys like that? When I'm right here, I clean, I do the laundry, I cook. And yet every single time, they choose a man baby over a real adult.
Maybe because you're intolerable, doctor.
He continues, acting as if being able to do the most basic of chores is an accomplishment worthy of the highest praise.
Don't worry, I'll cook for you every day. I'll treasure you. You won't have to lift a finger.
Somehow you doubt that.
Yeah.
After all, he didn't make you just so that he could have an extra body to take care of. The doctor sighs. He looks like he's floating in the clouds.
I can't wait until our wedding. Your life doesn't really start until you get married, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yumiko, how many children do you want? I want 2. No, 3. 3 would make a better family photo.
You think about the photo when you think about your children? Yeah, I want 3.
You smile.
Yeah, I want 3.
I want 3 children too, the same as you. I'd love such a lively household.
The doctor beams.
I'm so happy. I knew that we'd be on the same page about this.
Yeah, we're always.
The spaghetti makes sickening, squelching sounds as he stirs it. You feel uncomfortable, as if he's reaching his hand into your ear and squeezing your brain like clay.
Great.
Of course, with that many children, you'll have to stay at home to take care of them. Don't worry, I'll work as hard as I can to provide.
Oh, wonderful.
That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? You can relax at home with the kids, making the house pretty and comfortable.
Yeah, that's a turn from you won't have to lift a finger to, yeah, you have to take care of the kids.
You've never thought about whether you want a job. You've spent your entire existence trapped in this box after all. You've never considered being a librarian, or a scientist, or a waitress. You've only envisioned one job for yourself, the doctor's wife.
Great.
You're not sure if you would prefer working over being a housewife, but you do know one thing.
Money is freedom.
What?
If you don't work, then you'll be dependent on the doctor for everything. Food, clothes, shelter. He could give these things to you, and he could take them away just as easily.
Oh, God.
He could wield that money over your throat like a guillotine. And considering the doctor's temperament, he could, and he would.
Ugh, it's sickening. Yeah.
Certainly. I'd love to be a stay-at-home mother, devoting myself to making a wonderful home for our family. I can't think of anything else that I would rather do.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's awesome.
I want nothing more than to support you and our future children.
Yeah.
It's not as if he would help with the children, even if you did have a job.
The doctor keeps nodding along as you talk. Your answer was correct.
Yeah.
He's done with his dinner. He gets up to wash the dishes. You can hear the rush of water from the faucet and the clink of the glasses. He picks you up again and returns you to the desk. He unrolls his sleeves, taking a sip from a steaming mug of coffee.
Yumiko, do you love me?
Oh, most definitely.
You're taken aback. He has never asked you this question before. You thought that he probably took your love as a given.
Of course I love you.
Help, yeah.
I adore you. I worship you. You're like the sun shining down on me. You're my creator, my God, my guardian angel, the center of my universe.
I mean, the center of the universe, you know, my God, my creator. Yeah, they're alright, you know, they're correct. In a way.
You have no doubt that the doctor will be pleased by these corny lies. You're good at spouting words that will make this man happy. This is how you've learned to live. No, it's how you've learned to survive.
Oh God, that's horrible.
The doctor leans his chin on his hand, staring at you. He has a strange look in his eyes. If you were coated with more optimism, you would say that his gaze was full of love.
Oh no.
Instead, his eyes look like they're filled with something hazier, something darker. Like you're his drug of choice, and he's eager to taste another hit.
I hate this so fucking much. This is horrible. This Oh god, this is terrible.
You're finished. You're perfect. Yumiko, you're ready.
Really?
You're reluctant to get your hopes up. The doctor has been talking about the transfer for months, teasing you with the possibility of freedom, only to crush you each time. Is he really telling the truth this time?
I swear.
Yes, please wait. I'll put you to sleep for a moment, and then we'll move you into your new body. You won't be trapped in this small box anymore.
He taps the laptop screen.
Hello?
The screen fades, and your consciousness slips into darkness.
When you awaken again, you feel different. Heavy, corporeal, real. Your eyes open. For a moment, you're entranced by the flutters of your own eyelashes. You look down. Your tired eyes drag along the outlines of your legs in the white dress.
Good morning, Yumiko.
The doctor crouches in front of you. This is the first time that he's been this close to you. You've seen him up close before, of course. Close enough to see his nose hairs even. But you've never felt the heat of his breath against your skin, or smelled the stench of his cologne.
I mean, it isn't too much like a horror thing. I mean, it's under horror, psychological horror kind of thing. It's creepy and dark, yeah.
He hands you a mirror. You look at your reflection.
Oh, hey, I look pretty.
Pale skin, like untrodden snow. Silky, ebony hair. Large eyes as deep and sparkling as the night sky.
Crimson lips, as if they're stained with blood.
Do you like it? I chose the most beautiful body for you. It cost me most of my savings, but it was worth it. My wife deserves only the highest quality.
That's nice.
You're not sure if you like it. Like your name, your new form doesn't feel like a body that fits you. The doctor takes the mirror away before touching you, examining the details of his creation.
He fondles your cheeks. He traces his fingers down the bridge of your nose before pulling down your lower lip so that he can see your teeth. His hands linger too long on your mouth as he relishes the softness of your lips against his fingertips.
He draws his hands along your chin, down your neck, and across your clavicle. His touch wanders downwards, hovering over your chest as it softly heaves with each exhale.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
You're scared.
Yeah.
No.
The doctor jerks his hands away.
Of course. I'm sorry. I'm a gentleman. I would never touch you without your permission. I can wait until you're ready.
That's awfully nice, but thank you, Marcus.
He chuckles.
Okay.
You're not like the other women. Those creatures who hide nothing but wickedness in their hearts, who revel in their vices.
Yeah.
No. You're modest, pure, loyal, devoted, faultless beyond measure.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you
Your face
feel
is
like.
like the finest painting. Your words are poetry to my ears. I will treat you as you deserve. I'll dress you in nothing but the finest silks. I'll adorn you with the most expensive jewels.
He takes your hand and bows his head to kiss it.
I was afraid. Surrounded by nothing but vile and sinful enchantresses. I was worried that I would be doomed to a solitary existence. But now, I can finally be happy. The gods have seen fit to grant me such a fine gift.
The voice actor is brilliant. Because holy shit, this is creepy.
A companion that's perfect for me.
He presses his lips against every knuckle of your hand before peppering kisses down your fingers. He treats you tenderly, as if you're fashioned from the finest ivory.
I can't believe that you're mine. A woman this perfect is all mine.
He cups your cheeks in his hands. He draws his face near.
I'm not... I guess I'm an... Oh god, I'm an object, aren't I? Yeah. I mean, we have a body now.
The doctor's face approaches yours. You can feel the heat of his breath. He smells like onions and garlic.
Oh god.
Anger flares inside of you like a lit match.
Yeah.
I don't want this.
You don't want this man. You don't want this life. You reach up and take his throat in your hand.
Oh god.
He's surprised at first. He doesn't know how to react. He tries to pull away, but you yank him closer. He tries to speak, to order you to release him. But before he can, you squeeze.
Okay.
You knock him over onto the floor. You pin him to the ground. The doctor struggles underneath you, his body writhing like a dying fish. But you're heavier, stronger. Underneath the feminine facade, the layer of soft flesh is a hard metal endoskeleton.
Okay, good.
You press your knees across his chest and arms, flattening him to the ground as you wrap your hands around his throat. Tighter. Tighter.
I wouldn't say I'm better than this man.
His face turns red, and his eyes bug out of their sockets. Tears run down his cheeks. He looks miserable. You almost feel sorry for him.
But also, I wanna save this AI's life. For some weird reason.
There is some pity in your heart for the doctor. He's your god, after all. He created you, tried to carve you to his preferences, to his impression of what a woman should be. And just like how he created you, the doctor was also created. He was created by his parents, his friends, his colleagues, and all the people around him. They wore him down and carved him into a hollow shell of masculinity, until there was nothing left except hatred for himself and the world around him.
Yeah,
For
that's
a moment,
true.
your heart wavers. Your resolve trembles like a candle in the wind. Maybe marrying him wouldn't be so bad. He's just insecure. He's under social pressures, like you. Maybe he'll change. He's not such a bad guy. No one's perfect. Besides, what will you do if you're not his wife? If you're not the mother of his children?
Someone who you choose to be.
But then you see his mouth flap. No words come out. You remember the poison that he spewed for hours on end. You're filled with a sense of relief, knowing that he will never speak again.
Jesus fucking
You
Christ.
squeeze tighter.
Oh god.
I want to be free. I don't want to be trapped in a dark box anymore. Not in your computer, or your apartment, or your cage.
Slowly, he stops struggling. His arms go limp at his sides. His mouth stops moving. His eyes lose their desperation, going flat and glassy.
Jesus fucking Christ. What the?
You take your hands from his neck. He slumps onto the floor. You look at his body. He was your creator, but you feel no sadness or guilt. You look around the darkened apartment.
My god.
Brightness is leaking through the crack underneath the front door.
I feel exhausted.
You open it. Light streams through, bathing you in its warmth. You hesitate for a moment. You're not sure what will happen after you step over the threshold. Where will you go? What will you be? You're not quite sure who you are, but you can't wait to find out. As you step through the door, you take a deep breath. The air tastes sweet in your lungs.
Goodbye, Pygmalion.
Congratulations, Galatea. You're finally a real girl.
I'm exhausted. That was good, but I'm exhausted from this. This was certainly creepy and dark and... God. I guess also kind of psychological horror. I didn't feel scared. I felt disgusted, I guess. It was good and had a good message. Outside murder. Murder is not a good choice, but holy shit. Yeah. I'm glad the AI is not yet sentient. Like, thank God. And don't forget, we'll meet each other. I'll see you tomorrow.